Good day, friends. My name is Martin Spanaki. You're welcome to Get Inspired with Martins. Today, I will be sharing with you about something that's very important. The reason why several never achieve success in their life. Sometimes we set goals, we come up with worthy visions, but we abandon it halfway. It's because most times a very vital and necessary ingredient is not available. It's left off on the journey of success. And so today, I'm going to be sharing with you, I'm going to be reading from a book that has so much inspired me. I'm going to read a story from a book written by NORMAN VINCENT PEALE. The book is titled The Power of the Plus Factor. And this story be motivated and stirred up by the story of a man that never gave up in spite of every odds. As I read the story, at the end of the story, we would try to put together the lessons from that story. So journey with me as we read this book, written by NORMAN VINCENT PEALE. It's in the 5th chapter. This story is found in the 5th chapter of the book, Power of the Plus Factor, written by NORMAN VINCENT PEALE. I read, one of the most remarkable men I have ever met was a native of Lebanon, Musa Alami. He had been educated in England and his family had been quite well off until in one of the disturbances that periodically convulsed Lebanon, they lost everything. Musa Alami found his way to the bleak desert country of the Jordan River Valley, not far from Jericho. This sun-scorched land had probably not changed much since the days of John the Baptist. No crops could grow because of lack of water. On one side of the valley, the mountains of Judea shimmered in the heat waves. On the other side were the mountains of Moab. There were no funds or equipment to dam the river Jordan. But somehow, Musa Alami, who had read of successful irrigation in other areas using subsurface water, became convinced that there might be water underneath the burning sand, and he announced that he was going to dig for it. Jeers and scornful laughter greeted this announcement. The old Bedouins of the area pointed out that the desert had been there from time immemorial. The water of the Dead Sea had once covered the region. The sand itself was full of salt. Musa Alami was a fool, or perhaps a madman. And it wasn't only the Bedouins who laughed. Government officials and scientists from abroad were equally scornful. No water was there. No water could be there. Nevertheless, aided by a few poverty-stricken refugees from the nearby Jericho refugee camp, Musa Alami started to dig. With well drilling equipment, with steam shovels or earth removers? No. He and his motley crew dug by hands, with pick and shovel. Down they went under the blazing sun, day after day, deeper and deeper. While onlookers jeered, down they went. This dauntless man and his ragged friends, week after week. What kept them going? Hope kept them going. And with hope, they had perseverance, just plain persistence. I'm sure it came from the plus factor. One day, 6 months after they started digging, the sand became damp and a little deeper it was wet. Finally, fresh water began to fill the hole. And Musa Alami and his friends did not laugh or shout or cheer. They wept. Wow, it's such an inspiring story. 3 things I want to bring out from that story. Such an inspiring story. 1, he had a dream. His dream was to see water flow in the desert. His dream was to ensure that there was a source of water that would sustain the agricultural practice in that desert. Have you ever had a dream? Have you ever had a vision of achieving something in life? What is your dream? Every success begins with a dream. Every achievement begins with a dream. He had a dream. Secondly, he mobilized. He set himself out to work. He didn't just sit down dreaming all his life. He went out to work. Several people desire success. Success only remains a mirage, because dream alone will not make it work. It's not enough to dream. You must set out to work after the dream. So this man mobilized his people. Of course, several of them did not believe in his vision. And I want you to know that so many people will not believe in your vision. He had a few company of laymen that decided to go with him. And he was not discouraged by that. That did not deter him. He made up his mind to continue, in spite of the number, in spite of the little support he had. And then they began to work. And they followed the tedious aspect of this work. They never had heavy equipment, drills, and machineries to carry out this project. They had their hands to work with. And they began to work. They spent time, they spent days, weeks, and months. And they continued. The hard work was an obstacle. The disbelief from their community, from the government, was also an obstacle. The analysis by the scientists was an obstacle. But they never gave up. They continued. They summoned courage. They persisted. Actually, the crux of this story is the power of persistence. Most times we give up too early. We don't persist enough. We don't persevere. And when we're about achieving success, we give up. And that success is never achieved. I wish we could persist more. We don't need to give up at the verge of success because of discouragement or whatsoever. So they persisted. And at the end of the day, they achieved success. If you persist enough, without losing focus, without being derailed, you get to your destination. The path of success is always lined up with obstacles. But you need men that will persevere to succeed. You need men that will gear up in spite of every odds, not to give in. And you know what? If you don't give in, those who disbelieved you at first, they will honor you. They will come to celebrate you because you never gave up like that. The path of success is like a pyramid. Only few ascend that hill. Majority are the base. They remain at the base because they are not willing to sacrifice. They are not willing. Some begin, they leave that level, they get to the higher level, but still they don't go beyond because of that missing ingredients. Persistence, perseverance. If you persevere, you will achieve success. So, I don't know the obstacles that you're battling with. If you are sure the vision and the mission, your dream is worthy, if you believe what you are doing is what God has designed you, or what God desires of you to pursue, don't give up in your pursuit. Don't allow circumstances, don't allow opinions of people, don't allow past experiences to deter you, to keep you off. Don't allow men to talk you off. Because if you don't give in to discouragement and to obstacles, you become a celebrity. You become a force to reckon with. You become an example. You become an inspiration to many. Like Mr. Alame, that is an inspiration to us today. So take this, run with it, and you become a better person. You become a successful person. You become a force to reckon with. You become an inspiration to others. Thank you very much. Please, if this video has inspired you, I want you to check out for more of our videos. If you haven't subscribed to our station, please hit the subscription button and turn on the bell notification so that you don't miss out on our videos. Have a wonderful day. God bless you.